Villainous by It's_Kingston on AO3. Episode 39, Chapter 22, Strange. It took Ochako quite a while to build up the courage to knock on Toga's door. She planned to do it after breakfast, but it wasn't until just before the sunset that she found herself outside it again. After lingering there for what felt like forever, she brought her hand down softly onto the wood. The resulting knocks weren't as loud as she intended them, but the approaching footsteps in the room suggested that Toga heard. The door swung open with a crack, and the blonde stood there. Her hair wasn't up in its normal spiky buns, and poured down past her shoulders. "Hey," she said, standing in the doorway. The door was only open halfway, enough for a gap for Toga to stand there. Hey," Ochako said back. Her collected thoughts all left her mind as Toga had opened the door, leaving her stranded without her lifeline. I just wanted to apologize for getting mad at you a few days ago. I was confused, and the run-in with UA heroes didn't help. I really didn't mean those things I said, and I'm sorry I said them." She paused, looking towards the ground. "And we never actually talked about how you, felt." "How I felt?" "At the mall. And when I asked you in the car before the heroes got there?" Ochako elaborated. "I was hoping to ask about that." "Then ask away." Toga didn't seem annoyed with her, which was a good sign. Hopefully she wasn't still upset. Well, why'd you, ask me if we could, why'd I ask if I could kiss you?" Toga mercifully finished Toga's sentence for her. "Yeah." Ochako's face was already reddening. "'Cause I wanted to," she replied. "And that's 'cause I like you. You're cute." Ochako wasn't expecting an answer like this, but it was a lot easier to figure out what to say when she was only thinking that this could happen. "That's it." "What, do you want me to list out every reason I like you? I could probably make a list." Toga shrugged nonchalantly. No. That's not what I meant. I was asking if that was really your reason." Ochako was avoiding eye contact at this point, and was unsure of how Toga took that. It, it's not like I don't believe you. I just wanted to ask again." "No need to panic over it. Ask as many times as you want." Toga seemed to brush it off. She put her hand on Ochako's shoulder. "I like you, Chaco." If this were a video game, Ochako was sure the announcer would declare this a brutality, after how violently Toga just stopped her heart. I... She cut herself off before she started gibbering nonsense, and tried to collect her thoughts. "I'll be honest, okay?" Sure." Toga seemed a little panicked now. "I'm not entirely sure how I feel about you. I've never felt this way before about anyone or anything. But it feels nice, and it's the kind of feeling that's not going away. I can tell that much. If, if you're okay with that, then I've never felt something weird like this either." Toga had removed her hand from Ochako's shoulder, and they were now swinging by her sides. "I get what you mean, about how it's not leaving anytime soon. But I don't want it to. It's nice." Ochako smiled, looking back up towards Toga. Hey, Himiko?" "Mm-hmm. Um, I definitely think I like you." The grin that spread across the blonde's face could only be described as a mix of manic and excited, like a psychopathic child in a knife store. Actually, that's what Toga constantly reminded her of. She opened the door slowly, watching the hero with care, before stepping out to wrap her in a tight hug. Ochako leaned her head onto Toga's shoulder and wrapped her arms around her too, closing her eyes. They stayed like that for a few minutes. It probably would have been longer, if not for the sounds of the footsteps from the stairs. Could you losers not contaminate this perfectly depressing hallway with your happiness? Dobby said, as he went to open his door. Nope. Oh, sure. They answered simultaneously. What is that supposed to mean? Halfway in, halfway out? The black-haired man asked sarcastically, before shutting the door behind him. Toga rolled her eyes, though Ochako found the man to be funny. The sun is still setting. Want to go out and wreak havoc, or something? Toga asked. Ochako had a feeling that was something she considered as a date. As long as it doesn't end up with me as a hostage, sure. No promises. They've been walking down the sidewalk, away from the League's vase, for a few minutes, though it was dark enough to hardly see the building anymore. It took a good while for Toga to convince Kirigiri that they wouldn't get caught, or die, so they left later than intended. Do you have a plan? Ochako asked as they walked. I've got something in mind, but I don't know if we're making any pit stops on the way. Toga replied. Why? You want to go somewhere? Not really. Ochako absentmindedly took Toga's hands in hers. It was a little cold out, having been the first week of September. They both wore coats, or rather, Ochako did. Toga was set on wearing her normal attire, but Ochako convinced her to at least wear sweatpants. They began to pass tree dotted around the sidewalk's edge, where the concrete of the buildings began to turn to dirt and forest. Their leaves danced around with every gust of wind, only adding to the chill that sunk into Ochako's bones. I don't get how you're not frozen already, the hero asked as Toga guided her to the forest's edge. It feels nice out here. I don't mind it midsummer when it's really hot. I think warm weather is nicer. Toga took the lead, pulling Ochako through the forest with practiced precision. They threaded between trees, leaves crunching under every footfall until they got to their destination. Whoa, this place looks beautiful. Ochako let go of Toga's hand to walk forward a little. She spun around, taking it in. It was almost out of a fairy tale, with a shining pond placed directly in the center of a clearing. The wood seemed to bend around it, leaving a few feet between the tree line and the water's edge. Pink petals lay cautiously on the surface of the water and sprinkled around the bank of the pond. They'd come from a magnificent cherry tree that sat proudly inside of the ring of trees that encased them. Ochako thought it to be strange that a tree that only bloomed in spring was still in bloom now, mid-fall, when the other trees were losing their leaves, but chalked it up to the magic of fanfiction and didn't mention it. She turned back to Toga, who was smiling happily. This place is so cool. I found it after we raided UA's museum, Toga said, though she stopped herself before she brought up bad memories. Oh, Ochako answered quietly. Well, this is a cute place. The pond is so clear you could practically see the stars in it. I think it's cuter now that you're here. Toga moved the stands beside her, both by the pond. Why do you always do that before I get the chance to? I just say what crosses my mind. Toga giggled. I get too nervous. Don't be. It's not like you're delivering a speech. Toga sat down by the water, though Ochako stayed standing for a minute. She took a breath and sat down beside Toga. You're really pretty, and being around you makes me happy, Ochako said rather quickly. I didn't mean to say that so fast. She laughed awkwardly. I got the message. Thanks, Chaco. Toga snaked an arm around the hero's waist and pulled her closer, leaning her head against Ochako's shoulder. Toga closed her eyes. I like being here with you. It's peaceful. Yeah. Ochako paused. But it's not what you advertised. I remember hearing chaos mentioned. It was actually havoc, not chaos, and I thought you'd like this more. I really do like being here with you. When it's calm, we could sit here and talk, but, but, this will sound really stupid, but when you're causing trouble, you get this adorable smile, and it makes me really happy to see you happy, and it's kind of fun. Guess I finally converted you to villainy. Toga laughed. Come on, let's go find something to do. She stood up and offered Ochako a hand. The hero took it, and they walked off towards the city again. Yo, let's go, recording this. So AO3 was down. I think this is gonna be posted the day after. Let me check when this is gonna be posted. Because, oh my god, it's gonna be posted the day after. Exactly the day after. Yeah, literally exactly the day after. But, no, yeah, AO3 was down, which is not exciting, not happy, not fun. But yeah, AO3 was down yesterday. Actually, I'm recording this as it's down because this is going to be posted tomorrow. Do not ask how I'm accessing AO3 while it's down. I will not be sharing my secrets. Alright. I get the married discount since I'm married to AO3, you know? Love that. No, I have I have my other secrets, aka the tab was open before AO3 was down and it was loaded and everything, so as long as I don't close the tab, I'm good. And since I'm breaking down this chapter into a bunch of parts, I could record another video and still be good. I actually think I could record 2 more videos and still be good. I'm cutting this off into small sections because work is hard. Although, hey guys, maybe I won't be cutting these into such small sections because soon enough, I might not have a job. Let's go. No, I think I'm actually gonna get fired by my boss. I think he's... Yeah, no, I think he's firing me. I think, with what happened Saturday, what happened Friday, and then today, he's not gonna be happy with me. Which, by the way, Friday, I vomited. Right? I did not know that I had to inform my boss that I threw up. I'm sorry, boss. Because he got mad at me because I didn't tell him. Okay, alright, yeah. Sorry I did not inform you that I threw up during the last 20 minutes of my, you know, if it was like within the hour, like an hour before my shift ends or 2 hours before my shift ends, yeah, I will inform you because I'll be like, hey, yo, I threw up. Do I still have to work the rest of my shift or can I go home because I feel sick? But it was the last 20 minutes. 20 fucking minutes, right? Whatever. And then there was the thing that happened Saturday. AKA, I was put to work at, what's it called? Another city. Yep, another city. And so, I was 4 minutes late. I left at 7:30. We left at 7:30, right? And unfortunately, yeah, I arrived late. Traffic was more, it was a different city, never been there, whatever. Point taken is, I got 4 minutes late. And because of those 4 minutes, which by the way, I was scheduled to work at 8:30. The store opens at 9. It wasn't like I got there and like I'm opening shift and like nobody was there to open. No, I was put into work with another coworker of mine. And by the way, she wasn't even where she was supposed to be. She was somewhere else, but that's beside the point. 4 minutes late, and because of those 4 minutes late, my boss was like, hey, yo, no, go back home. And if you work Sunday, you're not working Sunday. I was not working Sunday to begin with, but I'm sorry, because I'm 4 minutes late, I don't get to work that day and the next day? And actually, this week, he cut my hours. I just saw my schedule. He cut my hours. My hours are cut. In half. Like, literally in half. I'm not even working 20 hours. I'm not even working enough to be considered a part-time job this week. I'm not joking. I work less than what a part-timer works, right now. Or I guess probably I work as much as a part-timer works right now. He put me from a full-time position to a part-time position right now. I'm sorry, what? Because I was 4 minutes late? 4 minutes late, and he cuts my hours in half. 4 minutes late, and he cuts my hours in half? I'm sorry, you're not giving me my 2 hour, my 10-minute paid break that you're supposed to by California law. I'm not ratting your ass. So, do I need to start ratting your ass for you not to pull this bullshit? And then, the schedule drops today. Wednesday, I'm scheduled to work at a different city. I can't do different cities during weekdays, right? At least not Wednesday, right? Maybe another day, maybe if it was Thursday, maybe I could have found a way, but I can't do Wednesday. So I tell him this, and he gets mad at me. And he's like, well, you didn't tell me ahead of time. You just posted the shit. I just informed you, right? And he's like, you didn't tell me before I made the schedule. What? Excuse me? Pardon. What you're saying is ludicrous. Are you saying that I didn't tell you that I would not be able to work Wednesday? Because it's not that I can't work Wednesday. I told him this. It's not that I can't work Wednesday. Okay. I can work Wednesday, just not Blink City. I'm not going to say the city because that'll be doxing me. And Mans replied by saying, it's not going to work. Let's discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow is a work meeting, and something tells me that I'm getting fired tomorrow. I'm getting my ass fired. Yeah. I'm getting my ass fired. Yeah. Oh well, good riddance. I fucking hated that job anyways. But, no, yeah, I'm getting fired, so, hopefully you guys will get longer videos. Hey! And, to support me, a fellow person who probably is about to get fired, or by the time you're watching this, I already got fired. That's the funny bit. Please support me. You know, watch my videos, comment, watch my videos, comment, watch my videos, specifically watch my videos. Recommend me to other people. The more views I get, the more money I get from YouTube. In certain series. Not all my series. I'm pretty sure this one, yeah. Yeah, I think this one, yeah. I don't know if this one. I'll have to check on my YouTube analytics. I'm not gonna say that word. But no, yeah. Anyways, this fanfiction, super sweet. I love being able to read this super sweet fanfiction after, you know, that emotional turmoil that was my weekend because of my fucking boss. But I'm super excited. They're finally together. We're 22 chapters in. What the fuck is gonna go wrong? What is gonna go wrong? Look, we can never have a ship, a fanfiction ship where they get together towards the beginning, or where they don't get together at the very end and shit does not go wrong. Something's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? I'm buckling up. Buckled? I'm buckled. What's gonna happen? What's happening? Please. What's happening, guys? What's gonna happen? Alright, anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.